Mic check, 1, 2. Oh, we live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to another gaming news show live with your boy Gifted Gamer 204. Yeah, we back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. Share out the stream. Let everybody know where we at. We offer memberships. That link is pinned at the top of the chat, by the way. Excuse my green screen in the back. You know, I'm gonna turn it on in a little bit. But what's going on out there, ladies and gentlemen? This is a breaking news. I just got home. Okay, I just got home. I didn't get to really prepare. I didn't get to prepare everything how I wanted to, because I just got home. So I just booted everything up, boom, 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 and hit go. Okay, so excuse me if I'm a little bit like all over the place today. All right, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot of news happening. You know, Microsoft basically went. You know what I'm saying?
Finish him.
And dropped a bomb on us. You understand what I'm saying? So, let's give it like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna start the show. Okay? Let's give it like 2 minutes, and I'm gonna start the show. Shout out to my brother Michael West in the building. Mike, what's good, my brother? Shout out to my brother Mano in the building. 33,000 each. K, 33K each per day for Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond. 2 million per month. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Xbox started to pay to play online and release consoles. Yeah. That was all Xbox. That was all Xbox. Okay? They started it. Xbox started all of that. Okay? There's the Bandai Namco showcase. Y'all want to see that? I'll see it later on. I'll see that Bandai later on if they dropped anything good, and I'll show it here. Okay? If they show any good trailers, I'll pull it up later on. But I gotta get to this news first, okay? Because this is the breaking news right here. This literally, bro, like literally, this got the whole gaming industry like, bro. Everybody felt this today. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, the energy comes through the screen, bro. That's how bad it is today, bro. Like, that's how bad it is today, bro. You could feel the energy through the screen, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Ain't no sugarcoating nothing today. Ain't gonna be no, but absolutely not. Somebody tried that. I already called them out on Twitter. Somebody was trying that today. That's how disgusting these people. And somebody was actually trying to save face for Microsoft. Heinz Beans Jez Corden. Okay? Call him Heinz Beans over here because we saw him with that picture with Sarah Bond holding up 2 cans of Heinz Beans. Out here capping for Phil Spencer. Mike, I gotta drop a bomb for Jez Corden. This guy's absolutely disgusting. The audacity of this guy. Because all of a sudden, rumors started coming out that Phil Spencer was about to step down, right? That they were somehow trying to work the like the roles, like basically like Sarah Bond was about to take over. It was just a rumor. Hold on a second. This man, Heinz Beans Jez, already made an article about how Phil Spencer is not stepping down. He already made an article about it, bro. That's how much this man is capping, bro. Where is it? Right here. Look at it right here. Bro, I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute. Cause this man, like, literally, how long is this article? Oh, it's not too long. But 14 minutes ago, he published this. The audacity of to go ahead and make this article happen and put it up on his website only be to protect Phil Spencer. Absolutely disgusting, bro. He's like, oh, it's not true. The rumors are not true. Who cares, bro? You know what is true? Over 9,000 employees getting let go today by Microsoft. That's true. Absolutely disgusting. I wish somebody from Microsoft step into my arena today. I wish somebody from Microsoft step up in my arena today. Where's old nose Alex? Nah, I think Alex is gonna go at Microsoft. He's gonna go at them. Because he already said out there that he's preparing to lose a lot of subscribers tomorrow. So apparently it sounds like he's about to drop some type of video tomorrow that he's gonna go at Microsoft. Shout out to my brother Michael West dropping a 5-bomb up in here.
Finish him.
Appreciate that, my brother. Xbox is the only one that don't change leadership. Bro, things happen and happen and happen and happen. And somehow these people are still there. These people still there. I don't know what's going on. That's the type of energy that company provides, though. They provide that type of energy. Okay? Yeah, they provide that type of energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's absolutely disgusting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely disgusting, bro. That these people still have their jobs. Now, there's gonna be more news to come out later on. I don't believe this is it. But anyways, let me get into this. Because this is absolutely disgusting. Okay? Absolutely. So, because apparently
Vegeta, what's wrong with you? Tell me what his power level is. It's over 9,000! What? 9,000? You've got to be kidding me! That thing's a piece of junk!
Finish him.
Because apparently Microsoft is out here laying off over 9,000 employees, ladies and gentlemen.
It's over 9,000!
It's absolutely disgusting. Let's start off here. Let's start off right here first, okay? This is over at Variety, okay? This is the one I believe that Phil Spencer wrote. This is the Microsoft spokesperson. Okay, let's read here. Microsoft is set to lay off thousands of employees worldwide Wednesday, including some of the Microsoft Gaming Xbox division. Variety has confirmed the total number of staff impacted is 4% of Microsoft's global workforce, which totals approximately 228,000 employees. My goodness. We continue to implement the organizational and workforce changes that are necessary to position the company and teams for success in a dynamic marketplace, Microsoft spokesman said Wednesday. To position gaming for enduring success and allow us to focus on strategic growth areas, we will end or decrease work in certain areas of the business and follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers of management, increase agility and effectiveness, close quote. Microsoft Gaming Chief Mr. Phil Spencer says in a memo staff Wednesday morning. Out of respect for those impacted today, the specifics of today's notifications and any organizational shifts will be shared by your team leaders in coming days. Okay? Additional details regarding the Microsoft layoffs and which divisions have been impacted, sources tell Variety that the cuts in gaming do not make up the majority, are expected to be shared later Wednesday. See below for Spencer's full memo to staff sent on Wednesday and obtained by Variety, announcing the company-wide layoffs, how they will impact Xbox below. This is what Mr. Phil Spencer had to say. Okay. Today, we are sharing decisions that will impact colleagues across our organization. To position gaming for enduring success and allow us to focus on strategic growth areas, we will end or decrease work in certain areas of the business and follow Microsoft's lead in removing layers of management, agility, effectiveness. Out of respect for those impacted, specifics of today's notifications, any organizational shifts shared by your team leaders in the days. I recognize these changes come at a time we have more players, games, and gaming hours than ever before. Can somebody explain this to me? If I'm an employee and I'm reading this, you gotta be thinking to yourself, what's going on? Like, what in the world is going on? Everything was sounding like it was going good for this company. As soon as they said everything is Xbox, we going everywhere, you know, they bring out the let me finish. So, our platform, hardware, and game roadmap had never looked stronger. The success we're seeing currently is based on tough decisions we've made previously. Like what? What tough decisions you talking about, Phil? We must make choices now for continued success in future years, and a key part of that strategy is discipline to prioritize the strongest opportunities. This man is absolutely disgusting, people. We will protect what is thriving and concentrate effort on areas with the greatest potentials while delivering on expectations the company has for our business. This focused approach means we can deliver exceptional games and experiences for players for generations to come. Prioritizing our opportunities is essential. That does not lessen the significance of this moment. Simply put, we will not be where we are today without the time, energy, and creativity of those who are impacted. So why the hell are you letting them go? These decisions are not a reflection of the talent, creativity, and dedication of the people involved. Our momentum is not accidental. It is the results of years of dedicated effort from our teams. HRs working directly to impacted employees to provide severance plan benefits aligned with local laws and pay, healthcare coverage, job placement, resources to support their transition. Employees, role were eliminated, are encouraged to explore open positions across Microsoft Gaming where their applications will be given priority review. Thank you to everyone who has shaped our culture, products, and our community. We'll move forward with deep appreciations and respect for all have contributed to this journey. None other than your boy, Phil Spencer. This man is absolutely disgusting. Contradicts himself so much, right? Because if you listen to his words, it makes no sense why you're laying all these people. So I don't know who gave him the okay to put this little memo out. I don't know who gave him the okay. I told ya, these companies with these PR firms, Microsoft has a horrible PR firm. They work with a horrible PR firm. They always putting out articles and memos and things like that make no sense. And this is just another example of that. Because why would you even put, right? Starting up here. Where was it? Right here. I recognize that these changes come at a time when we got more player games and gaming hours than ever before. Why would you even put that in here? Because you saying that, you're going to have to go deeper into explaining the situation. He should be going deeper than that. But he's not going to do that. Hardware and the game roadmap has never looked any stronger. He's not going to go into that. Are people going to ask this man the next time he's being interviewed what he meant by all of it? I'll be having problems with all these people. Because these people don't call it like how it is. And now watch. You're going to see that Sarah Bond is going to get the blame for all of everything that's happening right now. Not with the layoffs, but the decision of a lot of negativity that's happening. A lot of people later on are going to put the blame on Sarah Bond. When the blame should be put on Phil Spencer and Satya Nadella. Anyways, also, we are not who we are today without the time, energy, and creativity of those whose roles are impacted. And these people are still letting them go. Like it's nothing, bro. Like it's nothing. It's ridiculous. Mr. Independent himself, Destin, okay, took to Twitter. Show you this. I had to call him out. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Look at the video that he makes. See this? He decided to go live as soon as the layoffs were being mentioned. Shout out to X-Fault. As soon as the layoffs started being mentioned, wait, this guy. The future of Xbox looks bright in the face of I had a right to him. Meanwhile, we got this clown, Destin, literally, while all of this is happening within Microsoft, he finds a way. It's reasons like this, Xbox is in the position they're in. How is anybody trying to flip the situation right now? Pathetic. That's Mr. Independent for you. There he is. Mr. Independent. Mr. I'm searching for the truth. I'm leaving IGN because I want to work independently. I want to have a mind of my own. I want to be able to seek the truth and bring the truth to the people. Those were his words. Paraphrasing. Well, those were his words. And anybody tell me, have you seen a difference from Destin as to when he was working for IGN and where he's at today being independent? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. This is a $3 trillion company. I've seen reports that those 3 trillions should somehow be up to $4 trillion already. They should be on their way almost to $5 trillion. Okay, with a T, trillion. So what is it that these people are doing? What are these people up to? Right? Let me remind you. Okay? Because I was one of the only ones that broke this to you when it happened back then. This early this year, the report came out. That Satya was somehow, remember I brought you this article where he sat down in an interview and they were working towards a thing called Stargate project with AI, that it was gonna be worth up to, where is it? Is it here? By the time, I don't see it here. By the time this project is done, these people would have invested over $500 billion. Okay? Mr. Satya Nadella told Elon Musk, yeah, I'm good for 80 billion. Yo, Elon, put me down for 80 billion. We good. That's what he told Elon Musk. Okay? Where is it? Where is it? Right here. Following snipe by Trump's seemingly right-hand man and Doge's lead, Elon Musk, that partners on the AI infrastructure scheme, which includes Microsoft, don't have the money. Nadella simply responded to him, I'm good for my 80 billion. That's what he told Elon. I'm good for mine. So this is an AI company that these people are working on. Got NVIDIA in there. Okay. Includes ARM, NVIDIA, Microsoft, a company called Backer. There's a bunch of them. Right? But remember, I brought this to you. Look, this was back in January 2023. And I brought you this news. So Satya and Microsoft, think how much money these people have spent. We got ZeniMax, which they bought for 7.5. Got ABK, which they bought for 75 billion. And now Satya is investing another 80 billion in the new AI company that I just showed you. Look how much money. $162 billion. So you know what all this is telling me? That AI is taking over. Because wait. Because you know why? Because it said here that using AI is no longer optional. It is now mandatory. Okay? It's mandatory now. It's not optional. Artificial intelligence is increasingly becoming a critical part of Microsoft's business, even though its multi-billion-dollar partnership with Sam Altman's OpenAI is in the crosshair over high-stakes for-profit evolution plans. At the beginning of the year, a leaked internal document revealed that Microsoft pays close attention to its employees' contributions in the company's AI efforts during performance evaluations. The company reportedly leverages these metrics to determine which employees can't afford to lose. And now, Microsoft is ramping up its efforts in the AI landscape by reportedly pushing its staffers to use more AI tools in their internal workflows. Microsoft's president of developer division and GitHub, Julia Lewson, recently sent an email to the company's top management requesting them to evaluate employee performance based on the use of internal AI tools like GitHub Copilot. The email from the executive further indicated that AI should be a part of your holistic reflections on an individual's performance and impact. These people are disgusting, bro. Yeah, all them people, mano. All them people. While the company's performance threshold varies across different divisions, it's apparent that the tech giant could set the use of internal AI tools as a key performance requirement for some of its departments. However, it's still unclear how the company will move forward with these plans or even which teams will be impacted by the new change. Interestingly, according to an apparent source with close ties to Microsoft, the tech giant is using this approach to help improve the dismal adoption of Copilot among its staffers. That means nobody was using it. Additionally, this will help the developers to better understand these AI tools and services. Okay? Okay, so this is over at Windows Central. So, all of this is what it's telling me. All this is AI. That's what this all seems to be boiling down to. I just read you this article. I read you what Phil Spencer had to say, which made absolutely no sense, by the way. Phil Spencer has lost his mind. I'm telling you. That's why he looks the way he looks, bro. He's so stressed out. I read you what he said. I read you this article. Okay? I also read you the additional $80 billion that Satya Nadella used for the AI venture with Elon. Everything is coming together. What is it? AI. You got Elon Musk out there talking about in the future humans won't be needed. AI is gonna do the job much quicker and 100 times much better than any human could possibly do the job. AI. That's all I'm seeing. Right? That's all I'm seeing. Everything is pointing towards this direction for me. Because how is it that a company like Phil Spencer said, okay? Like Phil Spencer said, it's in the best position it's ever been. More players, more games, the most gaming hours than ever before. The roadmap has never looked stronger. Everything is on and up. We just got partnerships with AMD. Hey, they just finished telling us. They locked in a new partnership with AMD. They got partnerships with Asus. They showed us the new handheld. They releasing games on PlayStation. It's going good for them. They coming out pre-orders, top of the list, number one on the charts. They got ABK under them. They got Call of Duty. Everything is sounding so good. Was sounding so good for this company. For today to come in and do what it did today to the entire gaming community. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. People were saying that the layoffs was going to be like around 2,000 before the news dropped. This is ridiculous. These people, Bill, Sarah, and Matt Booty, and Aaron Greenberg. These four people should have an immediately breaking, sit down. Not somebody associated with them. They need to come over somewhere like Bloomberg or somebody to do the interview. And they should be demanded to explain themselves as to why everything is happening. It should be demanded by the people of Xbox, by the fans. But you know what's happening? You got people like Destin out here. Great. You got people like Destin out here capping for them. You understand why Xbox is in the position they're in? When the lady came out that used to work at Xbox a couple days ago, I forgot her name, Fryer, I think is her name. You got people like Destin, like Xbox Frontline News. Who else was there talking bad about her? I could only remember those two at the top of my head. Talking about how salty this woman is that she no longer works at Xbox. This is why this company is where it is today. Because everything plays a part. Okay? Everything plays a part as to why the company is where they are today. So, hold on. Out the way. Okay. So, how's this? Coming out of the news, okay? Look at all this up here. All this up here, all Xbox news. All of this, bro. Xbox. I usually do a gaming news show with a bunch of different topics, filling up all these tabs. This is all Xbox, bro. These people dead ass dropped the hammer today. So now, it is now reported that Microsoft is canceling its Perfect Dark and Everwild Xbox game. So, I just saw a rumor out there. The only reason I don't bring it up is because I don't trust that source. Saying that the Perfect Dark trailer that we got last year's showcase was fake, okay, and was AI rendered, okay? I don't know how true that rumor is, so I'm not gonna hang on to it for too long. And especially the page who brought it up, I don't trust that page, so I'm not even gonna do it. I'm just letting you know what's being thrown out there. The company is also closing the initiative. So not only are they canceling the game, they're shutting down the entire studio. Okay? Now, let me show you real quick. Should I pull this up? What's this? Okay, wait. Should I had this pulled up already? Shout out to Zuby. Right? Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark. Where are you? I can't find the damn. Perfect Dark was first announced back in December 11, 2020. Mind you, somebody from Insomniac, I forgot the guy's name. Remember, he left the project. He left working on Wolverine, I believe it was, to go work for the initiative. And he was going to start working on Perfect Dark. Remember that. So what was the hire for? That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Okay? He went over there for no reason. There you go. There you go. I don't understand. We got Contraband back in 2021. Is that going to come out? And also, The Elder Scrolls 6, by the way. Shout outs to Mag, to the Mag Show. Y'all make sure I go subscribe to Mag. The Mag Show, he's doing a phenomenal job. Somebody told him that The Elder Scrolls 6 is being delayed. That it's being like delayed for real. Like we might not see it until 2028 delayed. We talking about that type of delay. 2028 status. Not no coming next year, 2026. Not 2027. 8. These people showed us, first announced the game back in 2018. By the time this game comes out, it's going to be 10 years in development. Absolutely disgusting. Now you got people over here talking about Everwild, you know, Project Mara. They said that State of Decay 3 is somehow still safe. Okay? OD, the project they had with Kojima, I'm assuming that's out the window. What was the other one? Contraband. Is it safe to assume that Contraband is out the window? And another thing that they were saying was, I don't know how true this rumor is, but being that we didn't see these games at this year's showcase, such as, you know, Contraband and Everwild, Perfect Dark, right? OD. It's basically telling people that it's safe to assume that the project is not coming out. Now, I don't know how true that rumor is, but that's what's being thrown out there. Now, let me show you. Where is it? Let me show you the group of people the initiative is made up of. Okay? Let me just show you this. In case you wasn't aware. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in, man. The initiative. Okay? This was back in 2018 at E3. Phil Spencer announces the formation of the initiative. Okay, it's a new video game development team led by Daryl Gallagher, had previously served as studio head of Crystal Dynamics. Mind you, the initiative was supposed to be considered like, yo, Lunchi, what's good, my brother? The initiative was supposed to be considered like the first quadruple A studio. Like, that's how big the studio was. They had so many heavy hitters in the studio that people were considering this studio of quadruple A. Leading it with Daryl Gallagher. Okay? They also had Christian Cantamessa, the writer of Red Dead Redemption. Brian Westgard, senior producer of 2018's God of War, as well as talents from BioWare, Naughty Dog, Respawn, Santa Monica, Blizzard, Insomniac, and Rockstar Games. You see this dream team right here? That's called a dream team. That's why this studio was basically like being said like jokingly, like, oh, this is a quadruple A studio. That studio is now being shut down. Okay. Also, multiple are saying Call of Duty Studios hit by Xbox layoff. Okay, saying here, Tom Henderson can confirm that at least Raven Software and Sledgehammer have been impacted by the layoffs. As of publishing, actual number or what specific areas of the studios being hit aren't known. Raven has been working alongside Treyarch on Call of Duty's Black Ops 7. Sledgehammer Games has begun working on the Modern Warfares that they do, right? Microsoft has not responded to any requests or comment on the layoff, game cancellations, or rumored studio closures. Should any response be received, it will be added into this story and others. Of course, they're not taking any questions. Of course. This is the biggest game. Call of Duty. I told ya. I said, bro, you are going to start witnessing the downfall of Call of Duty. I keep telling ya. Goes up, eventually must come down. Okay? Nothing stays on top forever. It's gonna come down. It could be 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. At some point, it is gonna come back down. Call of Duty, this is the beginning of the downfall. I told y'all, something as huge as Call of Duty is not gonna fall in a year, in 2 years, 3 years. It's gonna take time. Okay? People that play Call of Duty are addicted to it. It's an addiction. They need it. So you just don't come off a game like that. But little by little, and we already started seeing it with all the biggest streamers that made their money, their platform off of Call of Duty. They all been calling Call of Duty out. All of them. I told you the things that they've been saying about Call of Duty before they were bought out by Microsoft. How quickly they used to respond to these streamers. I'm talking about the big timers like Tim the Tap Man and the rest of them, and Mr. Ruffle Waffles and all of them. Now, when these people was emailing Activision, they will get an email back before the end of day. That's how quickly they used to respond to them. And they noticed as soon as they got bought out by Microsoft, 2 games came out. I believe it was Modern Warfare 3, I believe. Or even this one, Black Ops. This is how they used to communicate with these people. To email them, yo, got these bugs. Fix this. It's a problem. Whatever. Activision will email them back. All right, we got it. We on it. So fix the bugs. Email them back. Next thing you know, bugs are fixed. Keep on going. Now on the Microsoft, they don't even receive emails back. That's how bad it's gotten over. That's what Mr. Ruffle Waffle said when he was interviewing that other major streamer, which was heavy on the Warzone side of it. Ruffle Waffles is heavy on the zombie side of it. There's different streamers for different divisions in Call of Duty. So it's already beginning. The downfall is beginning. We all saw the AI. Remember that whole Santa Claus zombie picture with that it was AI generated? That the zombie has 6 fingers, right? I'll pull it up in case y'all didn't remember. This one right here. Remember this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 6 fingers. They already cutting corners. They are already cutting corners. You think they care that image was put out? You think they care that people notice that zombie has 6 fingers? You think they care? They know that you're not gonna leave the game just because you saw an AI generated image with 6 fingers. What is that to them? I don't even believe they made a statement for the image. They let it be. They were like, yo, whatever. By the way, we got Beavis and Butthead coming in this week, okay? Y'all good with that? Nah? Well, guess what? That's what you're getting this week. Keep on playing. Think these people care? Nobody cares. That's why when you got people out here trying to come at me or coming at Sony, I tell them all the time. Nobody cares. Okay, nobody cares. Just buy the damn game. Play the damn game. That's all we care about. So this is just the latest thing on Call of Duty, right? I showed you this. Yo, boy, Microsoft, these people had to write this article so fast because there was already a rumor coming out. This is what I'm trying to tell you. These fanboys. There was already a rumor coming out that Phil was going to step down, and these people went on their website to write up an article. Bro, relax. Why you feel the need? Go write up an article, bro. As to no, Phil Spencer is not stepping down. All because there's a little rumor being thrown out there? That's disgusting, bro. That's disgusting, right? That's why Xbox is in the position they in today. Because you got people like that. You got all these Xbox content creators doing that. Telling that the lady that came out a couple days ago, Fryer, calling her a fan, salty, and she don't work at the company. And, like, bro, was one of the originators, bro. Are these people dumb? How you gonna say something like about one of the? That's like you telling Ken, over at Nintendo, oh, he's salty. Let's say he leaves or something like that. Oh, I forgot, Hiyamoto, I forgot his last name. Oh, he's feeling salty. These people make no sense, bro. People make no sense. These fanboys out here, I'm telling you. The fanboys are a major, they're a part of this. Without a shot of a doubt. The fanboys of this brand, Xbox, they are a part of this happening today. I'm telling you, bro. Because you know why? Everybody, everything that they do, they want to champion it. Everything that Xbox does, they move as Phil moves. Phil says do this, they do it. This is the new stuff, they go with it. The pivot is crazy, bro. So the community of Xbox has a huge part in everything that is happening to them. It's not just the higher ups. Everybody plays a part. Because how is it that you still got Destin Gary and you got Heinz Beans Jez still trying to cap for these people? How? You got Xbox Frontline News over there talking about Fryer salty. She don't work there anymore. It's a mess, bro. It's a mess. And what Microsoft did today, bro, is disgusting, bro. That's what Xbox people wanted. You see, me, I'm not an Xbox. Xbox never did nothing to me. I didn't come from the 3. Okay? I didn't come from that. That's not me. I was on PS3. You know, when PlayStation was about to sink? You know, when PlayStation wasn't selling enough? And they was about to go out of business? You remember that time? When Yoshi came out and he said that PlayStation was going out of business if it wasn't for the TVs? You remember that? That's where I come from. I go way back, but that's where I was at during those times, right there. So when y'all try to come at me, talking about I'm no longer PlayStation, I'm no longer this, I've been there. While y'all was sitting at home playing 360 and PlayStation was going down under, I was right there. The hell you talking about? So don't be trying to come at me for nothing. I was right there. The thing is, I'm not salty about Xbox. Y'all are, because y'all came from that. Not me. They ain't break my heart. They broke your heart. That's something you gotta deal with, not me. I don't gotta deal with none of that. I could care less what Microsoft does. I never liked Microsoft. From the beginning. Even when they introduced the Xbox, I was like, what the hell is that? Microsoft, Bill Gates, never liked them. Sorry. But y'all were the ones championing this company. Y'all were the ones. Game Pass, 360, Xbox One. The list goes on and on. And here we are today. Here we are today. So y'all got a major part in what is happening today. You content creators, all right? You influencers, you fake ass journalists that is out there, such as Destin and Heinz Beans, Jez Corden, and the rest of them, Ryan McCaffrey, and the rest of them. Y'all play a big part in what is happening today with Microsoft. I don't want to hear none of that. One of the reasons these people are getting to do what they're doing is because of you. Because you allowed them to. Because y'all would have stood on business. I keep telling you, you vote with your wallet. I keep telling you, you go and put out petitions. Go and get petitions signed. Because that's the way you get to take that to court. You say, look, we got over 4 million signatures. We do not want Microsoft to buy ABK. Okay? This is how you get things done. Since y'all want to be fanboys, because that's what y'all do. All y'all want to do is be fanboys. Oh, yeah. It's a win for Microsoft. It's a win for Microsoft. They told you that you're getting day and date games on Game Pass. You don't get nothing. I told y'all, Game Pass is now. 8 years later. Now is when Game Pass is actually picking up. Now. Game Pass was brought to us in 2017. They haven't given you nothing, bro. Nothing. And y'all was still out here championing Game Pass when they've given you nothing for 8 years, and it's now that Game Pass is starting to gain some momentum. What y'all kept doing? Fanboy. Game Pass is the best. Game Pass is the best. Yes. You got day and date. What day and date? What day and date games you got? You got a bunch of trash, bro. Everything has been trash from Xbox. It's now that they're gaining the momentum. So they are where they are. Because y'all played a big part in that. A huge part in that. Console warring. Instead of standing on business. Yeah, we console warring, but don't take it this far. Like, hold on a second. You take it this far, you're going to mess everything up. Like, hold up. We gamers first. We trying to play some video games. Yeah, we love doing the console warring. I'm out. Phil, pump the brakes. Not trying to go that far because we're going to know what happens then. It's going to be a monopoly out here. It's going to go crazy. But since y'all so deep into the console warring, look at where it led you. And the last thing I checked, okay? The only reason I don't pull it up is because it don't say the date and the time. But I just finished seeing that while all of this information was being dropped today, all of these layoffs and everything like that, that Mr. Phil Spencer was sitting in his office playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Finish him.
Yeah, you heard that right. While all this was happening, Phil Spencer was in his office playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Finish him.
I don't know how true that rumor is. Put it out there. But that was the last thing I read. Okay. Now, we also got this. That the Banjo-Kazooie Sea of Thieves director leaves Rare after 35 years following Everwild's cancellation. According to multiple people at the studio who spoke to VGC anonymously, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. I'm bringing you the real deal Holyfield today. Mayles will leave Rare following news of Everwild's cancellation on Wednesday. The designer had been directing the project since its team was restructured back in 2020. According to the sources, executive producer Reese O'Connor, another Rare veteran, first project was Conker's Bad Fur Day for Nintendo 64, will also leave the company following Everwild's cancellation. My goodness.
Finish him.
Look at this. Mayles was one of Rare's earliest design hires, with his first credited game, Solar Jetman, releasing back 19. Look at this. Look at Banjo-Kazooie. Look at this. GoldenEye 007. Battletoads. Donkey Kong. Absolutely disgusting. That booty. Also, where my booty at? Oh no, wait. This is another one. ZeniMax's online studio president Matt Shriver is also stepping down, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Shriver, okay, the president, Elder Scrolls Online, okay. This is huge, people. I'm telling y'all. This is Microsoft dropped a bomb today. Microsoft, they dropped a nuclear bomb on the game industry today. This is what he had to say. After more than 18 years leading ZeniMax Online Studio, I'll be stepping away later this month. The studio and the Elder Scrolls Online will be in great hands under the direction of new studio head Joe Berba, along with the executive producer, Van Kath, and game director Rich Landberg. Together, this leadership team has spearheaded many of SO's biggest ideas and expansions. Will continue to make this game something we're all proud of. But I won't be working on the game anymore. I will be cheering you on, adding to thousands of hours already spent in the game. There are many more stories to be told. Adventures CAD. I know this amazing community will carry that shared legacy and success forwards. Thank you, Matt. So he's stepping down. Okay? I'm telling you, bro, this is a sad day in the gaming industry. Microsoft dead ass dropped a damn nuclear bomb. Everybody, bro. On everybody, bro. Also, we ain't done. Also, the new MMO game that was in development, right, has now been canceled. Microsoft put thousands more people out of work. So apparently there was a new MMO game that was being developed over at ZeniMax. At Elder Scrolls Online Studios, ZeniMax, okay? This has been in development since 2018. This was the codename Blackbird. It was being codenamed Blackbird, okay? First reported by Jason Schreier, said on Blue Sky that an unannounced MMO, an entirely original project, had been in development since 2018. Been no official announcement at this point. Multiple ZeniMax employees have indicated on LinkedIn that the report is accurate. Lead engineer Aaron Barnett profile indicates he's open to work, posted a message quoting and linking to Schreier's message, while senior character artist Eric Hall has also apparently been laid off. Wrote separately, looks like the project I've been working on for the past 5+ years has been canceled. Senior producer Chris Lynn also wrote that our amazing MMO project was just canceled and is out of job. So this is another game that's been canceled. Okay? Supposed to be a totally original game. It is not being canceled. Where is Matt Booty? I'm looking for Matt Booty's I thought I had it here, because he has some words. I must have it here. Wait. Matt Booty has some things. Bro, people are upset. Bro, you know it's real You know it's real. And you got people like this coming at them. You got people like Boomstick saying this. That's when you know it's real. As someone who loves to talk about gaming today, I'm at a complete loss for words. Xbox has been on such a great streak of news. As I've said, they have been, right? A solid first-party roadmap and an exciting hardware future, right? With record profits and skyrocketing stocks, Microsoft should be ashamed to announce this many cuts. Hearing that Everwild, Perfect Dark, and unannounced MMO from ZeniMax Online is disappointing to say the least. Though, hearing about Turn 10 Studios also having 50% of the team behind Adolf is beyond shocking. That part I don't agree with. Forza Motorsport is not all that. Forza Motorsport was trash. Okay? So, but that's not neither here or there, right? That doesn't mean that they should be getting laid off, right? Like 50% and things like that, right? That's not what that means. But the game was trash. Okay? Overall amount of actual human beings being shown the door is completely disgusting. Today, I'm extremely disappointed to be an Xbox fan. Now, I'm sure that I'm not the only person in this amazing community who feel this way. Let's hope that everyone who has been affected by what appears to be corporate greed finds work and are properly compensated until they do. I gotta drop a bomb for Boomstick today, people.
Finish him.
See, things like this. You see, things like this is what we need to be seeing. Right? Because he at them. He's adding Xbox and Microsoft, ZeniMax, Turn 10. So he's adding them, right? He's pissed. He's pissed. So these are the type of things that we see from the entire gaming community. Okay? We don't need to be seeing clowns like this. The difference? This guy right here. And Heinz Beans Jez are straight clowns. I told him right there to his face. So I no need to hide anything. I added him and I told him to his face. Because if you got the likes of Boomstick talking like this, that means the situation is bad. So I gotta give a huge shout out to Boomstick for doing what was right today and putting out a statement like this from one of Xbox's biggest fans. If y'all know Boomstick, this man sometimes he be sounding so delusional. That's how deep into this console war that the majority of time when he's talking sounds delusional. Think to yourself, what world is this man living in with the takes that he be having? You look at him and you be like, that actually come out your mouth? So the fact that he's actually putting out this statement says a lot. Okay? It's bad. It's bad out here. And I forgot that turn 10 shaved off. They shaved off 50% of that team. Okay, that's the team behind Forza Motorsport. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, I seen this, Lunchi. I seen this. I'll bring it up if I got time. I'll bring it up. I appreciate you, bro. Rare. One of the game studios that takes me back all the way back. We talking about Super Nintendo. Okay? A gaming studio that I grew up with, bro. They've made some of the best games, bro, of my childhood. Okay? Perfect Dark being one of them on the Nintendo 64, which was a smash. Why do you think so many people were so excited for the Perfect Dark game? Okay? A lot of y'all probably didn't come from those days. GoldenEye 007, bro, which is considered arguably one of the greatest first-person shooters. When GoldenEye came out, it was, bro, I can't even start to tell you how crazy it was. Some people will put that game on a Mount Rushmore. That's how impactful GoldenEye 007 was. If you didn't come from those days, you wouldn't know. Donkey Kong Country, which is one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. I told you, once I played Donkey Kong, it was over. I couldn't believe what I was playing, bro. They got Banjo-Kazooie. I'm not sure if they made Diddy Kong Racing, but Diddy Kong Racing is so underrated, bro. That game was so underrated. I almost played it more than Mario Kart 64. That's how great Diddy Kong Racing was. Everwild. Let's take a look at this. This is absolutely. This is sad, bro. You know how many people will let go today? And I'm just talking about the gaming division. let me tell you. Don't forget that this is all these developers and these game studios. These people are putting their blood, sweat, and teeth, right? Game Pass budget. I'm telling you. You think games, no, they're not up to par with PlayStation's games. PlayStation don't have that issue. They don't got no Game Pass budget. He doing AAA gaming, he's spending over $250 million. Xbox don't got that. Why? Because they put their games day and date on a subscription service, which don't have the number that they were striving for, and they felt short of that number. Very short, I should say. So they don't got the money. They're not trying to spend $250 million on Everwild, $250 on Perfect Dark, $250 on Gears of War, $250 on Halo, $250 on State of Decay, $250 on Forza. They don't got that money. I mean, the company has the money, but they're not trying to take that risk. Why? Because that game is not going to sell. It's not going to make them money. Why? Because they're going to Game Pass. So what does Microsoft do? They give them a Game Pass budget. Yo, you only got this amount of money to work on that game. Here you go, have at it. Now, what does a company got to do? They got to cut corners. Cut corners, you look at the results, and you tell me. Indiana Jones was so well produced because it was a licensed IP from Disney. Machine Games. That article that I wrote, that I brought to you, bro. It was like I could see him speaking through the words. These people sounded like they were exhausted. These people sounded like they were giving it their all to that Indiana Jones game. They were making sure that this game came out polished, and they were making sure that this game was running at 60 frames even on the Xbox Series S. These people were exhausted, bro. All the work they had to put in. Were exhausted. And I saluted them. I say, I gotta salute them. Because they managed to pull that off. So, but that's just because it's a licensed IP, a Disney license. Blade, we don't even know if it's coming out. But if it does come out, how is that game gonna do? That's a Marvel IP. So that's needless to say that, you know, unfortunately, all these game studios that fell under the Microsoft umbrella because they were bought out, they can't do anything about it. They cannot do anything about it. You know who could have done something? The customers, Xbox influencers, the Xbox content creators. Once Game Pass was being introduced, they kept saying that no games that they were putting day and date on that Game Pass was worth their time. Should have stopped it right there. Yo, we unsubscribing from Game Pass. Everybody get a petition ready. Get the signatures. Go at it. Go at Microsoft. Yo, we don't like this business practice. Game Pass is messing up our games. We're no longer getting the quality of games that we used to get. Or you introduced Game Pass, You don't like it. I don't like the vision of it. I don't like where it's going. Take it off. We're unsubscribing. Everybody unsubscribed. We're take it off. You don't see none of that. What you were seeing, console wars. Game Pass. Game Pass. Yeah, yep. I don't gotta pay for nothing. Game Pass. Yeah. Game Pass. Yeah. That's what you saw. Now here we are. Here's your Game Pass budget. Work on that game. We saw it with Avowed. When they were having their deep dive and things like that. You could clearly see it. That they had to cut corners on that game. You could clearly see it, bro. They cutting corners everywhere you look with these game development. They don't have enough money to create the game that they actually want to make. They don't have it. Yo, Mike, I appreciate you with the $2 bomb, my brother. What's the total of Xbox layoffs for these? I'm not sure. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me see something. See, I saw something. Where am I? Why can't I find this thing? I don't know. Again. No, I thought he put the number down. He just put this is everything that's been happening 2020. Initiative, Dark, canceled. Ever Wild. Dynamax Online Studio canceled. 10 of Turn 10 gone. 10% of King. Bro. Bro. %10 of King. Bro, this is a mess. Absolutely disgusting. You know Candy Crush? You know the one thing that they were truly after in that ABK deal? You know the whatever billions of people that Phil Spencer said he's trying to get to as gamers in the mobile division? Does he think that mobile gamers want to be playing Call of Duty on the phone? But besides, instead of that, they actually playing games like Candy Crush. And that's why they make so much money. %10 of that company's, my goodness. Bro, this is unbelievable. What the Xbox community wanted. A day like today, I've seen a couple people already getting. But this should be a day that especially the bigger content creators should be getting together for a live stream and coming together and talking about what happened to them. This is a day that something like that should be happening for the community. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to go on their own platforms and they're going to do their own show and they're going to keep it moving. But a day like today, people like Maddie, people like Cole Eastwood, people like Boomstick, people like Lord Cognito, Who else is big in the Xbox community? Who else is big in the Xbox community? And the rest of them. There should be at least like a group of 7 or 8 of them to make us to put out a tweet and say, yo, we going live tonight on such and such's channel. It's gonna be Maddie, it's gonna be Colt, it's gonna be Cognito, it's gonna be Boomstick, it's gonna be everybody. The biggest influencers of Xbox should be coming together tonight to speak about what's going on today. Or what they're gonna do for the community. They owe that to the community. After all them damn lies and all them pivoting moves that they've been doing all these years. They owe that to the community. Know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do their own thing in their own separate channel. If my channel was huge, I would have been put out a tweet and added them. I would have been. We need to get together tonight for the community. Me, you, Colt, Cog, got Maddie, Randall, Thor. We got Beans, Hines, Jez. We got everybody. We going live tonight on such and such's channel, and we gonna talk about this. What's going on? This is gonna be the biggest gaming community night in the Xbox era. But something. Not gonna see. Know what you're gonna see? Everybody on their own channels, doing their own thing, bringing in whatever guests they want to bring in. While the other one does that, while the other one does that, the other one does that. That's what you're gonna see. It's disgusting, bro. These people are lucky that I got such a small channel. Like, people are lucky, bro. Because I will be all over this. I will be all over this. You will see my name everywhere. These people, layoffs at Raven, Call of Duty is even in trouble. So you got King with Candy Crush, and you got Raven, and he forgot to put in Sledgehammer. You got Raven and Sledgehammer with Call of Duty in trouble. The biggest money makers. If Call of Duty's in trouble, if King is in trouble, Candy Crush, everybody's in trouble. If Call of Duty, everybody could get. Nobody's safe. If Call of Duty is not safe, nobody's safe. Arcane Austin closed down. Tango closed down. Alpha Dog Games closed down. Roundhouse Studios closed down. Blizzard's Odyssey is one that I didn't talk about. Has been canceled as well. It's sad, bro. The fact that these people don't get together on a day like today is sad, bro. It's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the community in general. Like, and that's both sides, both communities. PlayStation and Xbox. I don't even know if there's a damn Nintendo community. I don't even know if there's a Nintendo community. I don't think there is. If there is, then where the hell are they? It's not necessary anyway. You shouldn't be capping for a Nintendo. That brand is for kids. Like, how you a grown ass man capping for Nintendo? That shit don't make no sense. Like, you a grown ass man. They don't belong in this conversation here. Okay? But anyways, that goes for both communities. If something like this was to be happening with PlayStation, everybody will be in their own channels doing their own thing instead of coming together. But there ain't no PlayStation Xbox is the community that we know there's a bunch of them. And we know that they rock with each other because they be going out. They be at Summer Games Fest together. They be at all these events like PAX together and E3s when they was around. The Game Awards for those who could afford the time to go out in December. They need to be coming together and doing a live stream for the community, bro. Because this is sad, bro. Sad. Perfect Dark was one of the games that the majority of people were looking forward to. Fact that it's canceled, bro, is disgusting, bro. But a team made up of all these people, right? Okay? Bro. That's a dream team right there. That's a dream team of people working on a game. Look at that. The writer of Red Dead Redemption? Kidding me? Daryl Gallagher, who's previously was head at Crystal Dynamics. Right, the senior producer of 2018's God of War. And multiple talents coming out of all these studios right here. And then the rumors are coming out that the what you call it? The trailer for Perfect Dark was fake. Let me run that trailer. It's sad, bro. Because I'm telling you, for people like such as myself, I came from that era, that I grew up with games like Perfect Dark. This was one of the most anticipated games coming out of the Xbox side that I was looking forward to. Especially after that gameplay review in last year's showcase. But now they're saying that gameplay was fake. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this game.
Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct.
That's crazy, bro.
I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission.
Watch out. Y'all let me know if it looks fake.
I was wrong.
Welcome to Garden City, where it's a pleasant 23 degrees all day, every day.
It's looking kind of fake.
Local forces
I'm
are
not gonna
also
hold
tracking
you.
his whereabouts.
Not that they
You need to
mentioned
find him
that.
before they do.
I'll have to improvise.
Generating voice print.
افتح ارسل واحدا آخر. اختبر البوابة بحسب.
What readings are you getting?
We are getting odd readings from your monitor. Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Bro, that looks good, bro.
Intel places Carrington on the second floor.
how good that looks.
And the life we think we know turns out to be a lie. There's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
Carrington appears to be targeting a research facility. If he attacks it, the casualties could be astronomical.
Agent Stark, it's a pleasure to meet you. I could use someone with your skills.
Y'all let me know.
I had to lose everything before I could see. What this world was really hiding.
I hope you're ready, Agent Dark.
Are you all seeing this?
Once you open this door, there's no going back.
Wow. Y'all let me know. That look fake to y'all? I would literally have to like slow it down and break it down and things like that to look. Yeah, that's why we don't want them to buy any studios. Well, they talk about it in their showcase. They need to have a sit down. Phil Spencer, Bond, Matt Booty, and Aaron Green. All four of them need to be sitting down tomorrow, demanded. But that's not gonna happen. Looks how looks how a finished game. No way that was real gameplay years before release. That exactly. That looks like exactly what you said. That looks like a finished product. What in this trailer? What in this trailer looks unfinished? What in this trailer looks like if it's still in the alpha process? What looks like needs to be somehow worked on? Nothing. Nothing in this trailer looks like it needs any type of work. This looks like you could release it right now today. You could release this, what we just saw. You could release this right now, bro. If they released Mind's Eye, you telling me they can't release this? This looks way better than Mind's Eye. You telling me they can't release that right now? By now, all the bugs should have been handled, should have been fixed. This game should be ready to go right now. Right now. So what's the problem? We just got the guy that went over from Insomniac. Hey, get the guy's name. Brian Horton. I had a brain freeze. Brian Horton was working on Marvel's Wolverine. Left and went to Xbox and became the creative director for the Perfect Dark game. He was working on Wolverine, bro. He had done Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. which in a lot of people's eyes was the best out of the 3 Spider-Man. And in my eyes, to me, Spider-Man 2 was the best one. But most people you speak to, they'll tell you Miles Morales was the best one. So he worked on that one. Look at that smoke, bro. He worked on that one, and he was working on Woo left, and went to Xbox to work. What the hell was that? What was that for? Because if this came out before that announcement that Brian Horton was coming over, what was left? Remember when that news came out, I was asking. I was so confused by the move. I said, bro, if he's leaving to go work on Perfect, what is he gonna do to the game? Looks basically done. What more is he gonna add to the game? They will have to literally scrap the game and start from scratch if he wanted to put his real input into the Perfect Dark game. Because what they showed us right here, this trailer, the game looks done. So what was that hire for? Why did Brian Horton come on board? I don't understand, bro. Look at this smoke real quick. Look at that smoke, bro. Why it look like that? I remember seeing this and looking at it like, bro, that smoke looks crazy. Like, it looks so clean. It looks so crisp. And looking at it now, it looks so like AI generated, bro. For some reason. Look how it comes out of this area, right? Let me see if I can slow it down. Look how it pops out of this area, bro. Look at that. Look at that smoke, bro. Something seems off about it. Look at that right there. I don't know, bro. I would not be surprised if this actually comes true and it is fake gameplay. I will not be surprised, bro. Just by the look at this smoke right here. This and the opening sequence when she was flying, she was coming off the plane. I'm gonna show you that right now. Shout out to my brother Michael West dropping a firebomb up in it. Appreciate you, bro. Well, they canceled Perfect Dark, but kept State of Decay. Had problems even now. Exactly. And they lucky that they didn't cancel State of Decay and close that studio. People were gonna lose it, bro. If that would have happened, I'm telling you, they lucky that they didn't cancel that. Bro, talk to me about, y'all. Appreciate you, Mike. You already know. Talk to me about this smoke. Look at how that smoke looks right. My brother Michael West ain't playing no games today. My brother, y'all throw some fire emojis for my brother Michael West in the building today, people. Coming through in the clutch by himself. By himself. Appreciate you, bro. They should have given Perfect Dark to the Mirror Edge studio. Bro, they should have given Perfect Dark the PlayStation. The smoke is white. Yup. Smoke is white. And it just, the way it comes out of there looks fake, bro. I don't know, bro. Look at that, how it comes out like that. And then look at the opening scene. Because I understand cinematics, but it just looks AI generated. Not that they mentioned that. You take a close look. Like, look at it on your screen by yourself. Watch. That looks right there. That looks AI generated. Because you're not going to be able to see how I'm seeing it through the YouTube thing and all that, right? The way the clouds look right here, something looks off. But when she's going through the right here, that looks AI generated, bro. I will not be surprised. Sorry, but I will not be surprised if the rumors are. I will not be surprised. Rumors were true. I'm telling you. It's nasty work what these people did today. I should see everybody in the Xbox community come together and absolutely destroying this company. Let me see if I got anything else on this. Cause bro, hold on. Yeah, Alex is gonna drop a bomb on them tomorrow, I believe. At least we got some people, getting at them. Bill the Rocket Boy is now facing layoffs. Mass layoffs, I should say. Mass layoffs. This just in. Yo, Albert, salute, my brother. Fam, they said Phil retired. Where he? Nah, one. Dreamcast guy? Where the hell he saw that? Was it that fake rumor that Windows Central had to make an article about it? That he was somewhat retiring and Sarah Bond was gonna take over. Was it about that? Oh yeah, they can't compete. They cannot compete with PlayStation. You don't even gotta wait for Yote. Just look at Death Stranding 2. The game is incredible. Death Stranding 2 is incredible. And I feel like I'm gonna come out of playing Death Stranding 2 saying that it's game of the year. And I don't want to because it's going to seem like, oh, you saying that now because you just finished playing it. Or you said the same thing when you played Expedition 33. But I have a strange feeling. Because in the last gameplay that I did, bro, I went through a cutscene in the game. And the story, it was just crazy. I was like, my goodness, bro. Everything tied in. The gameplay that I went through this little time, the cutscene that came afterwards, the music tied on to the cutscene, the graphics tied up into it, bro. Everything was just like clicking, like gang, 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 gang. I was like, my goodness, This is game of the year, people. Bro. Death Stranding 2 is about to take game of the year. Death Stranding 2 is about to take. Sorry, bro. Dreamcast guy, but I'm looking for that information, and I haven't ran into that information, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't find it because look, I read you this. That's why I read you this article. Okay? That's why I don't know if you was here earlier, but this is why I read you this article earlier. Okay? Because there was a rumor being thrown out there that he was somewhat retiring, and you know, Windows Central, it had a cover Phil Spencer's ass. It had to come out here, save face. But I do see that. I will bring that up. I will bring that up on the screen. And yeah, you see? Shinobi even said it. Look, this is The Verge. This is Tom Warren. Okay? That's Windows Central. This is The Verge. Okay? Saying that he isn't retiring anytime soon. Whatever. So, you know, even though he should be retiring, I believe he will retire. Remember, I made a prediction earlier this year, and I predicted, I know Michael West was here when I predicted that Phil Spencer was going to step down. By the end of next year, by the end of 2026, he's stepping down. Okay? His time at Xbox is over with. The plan is now in place. He has nothing else to do there anymore. He's done. I wouldn't be surprised if he steps down this year, but I think they're going to hold off, and I think he retires next year. After the Xbox 25th anniversary. Because remember, 25th anniversary is next year. They got something big planned for it. So I don't believe he's gonna retire before that. Okay? So next year. Game Pass, I don't know what's happening with. I gotta see the numbers. I haven't seen it yet. But as far as Phil goes, I see him retiring, stepping down next year. After Summer Game Fest. After the 25th anniversary game show. It's nasty work, bro. It's nasty work. Kojima's next game is gonna be a banger. Yeah, Kojima also said that he don't know how many if he's gonna make another big AAA game. So by him saying that, I don't know if he's referring to Fizzant, because we know he's working on Fizzant. So maybe that's kind of like a big AA budget type of game, but you know, very well executed and things like that. Not necessarily as big as Death Stranding 2 is, but he did say that he's not gonna work on another big AAA game anymore. Not saying that Fizzing is gonna be whack anyway. That's just what he said. Check my notifications. Game business. I would have loved the game business to be out before I started this. I actually like this website. I like how Christopher Dring him. Yeah, this was. I like how he writes his stuff. You say anything about Perfect Dark canceled? Oh, you can have, wait. Okay, wait. Let me start here, okay? Xbox never did recover from that 2013 Xbox One launch, and they lost ground to PlayStation and has continued so ever since. In an effort to recover, the company embarked on a strategy that centered on subscription service Game Pass with a new console that featured higher and lower end, but it couldn't deliver the games. Halo Infinite and Starfield, two important tentpole releases, arrived late and failed to connect with fans. Some of the studio leaders blamed ineffective and small marketing campaigns, which was a consequence of the Game Pass eroding the margins of first-party releases. But the games were also not quite good enough. This is the thing that I've always had an issue with the company. This is why I used to bury Microsoft and Xbox to the ground. This is why. Because they're not passionate about this. This is why Bobby Kotick was telling Satya Nadella, get out of the gaming business. You don't know nothing about it. Get out. Satya was right there like, nah, we want this. We want this. These people are not passionate. That's why Steve Jobs called them out back in the day. The thing that people fail to understand, that Microsoft been doing business like Microsoft has always failed when it comes to doing hardware and trying to be creative. That's not what Microsoft does. They're not built for that. They don't put the people in place to do the things that they are trying to do. They don't put the right people in place. So what happens? They fail. This is all they know. Software, this right here, Windows. This is all they know. Skype, gone. Some bum-ass Microsoft Windows phones, gone. Zoom, gone. Everything they do, gone. Why I always had an issue with these people, bro. Because they don't know what they're doing. Who told them that having two X and an S was going to be a success? You know why that happens? Because they don't have the right people. Because if they would have, they would stop them on their tracks right there. Would have been like, yo, pump the brakes. Let me explain to you what having two consoles is going to do. Let me show you the problems it's going to cause. Got a bunch of yes men, a bunch of followers, a bunch of following content creators and wannabes. And this is what happens. It's not good. Because look at the bomb. Look at how the industry, look at the aura around the industry. You can feel it, bro. Today was not a good day for the gaming industry. It was not a good day. At all. No matter if you're Team Xbox or you're Team PlayStation, you're Team Nintendo, Team PC, whatever you associate yourself with. Today was not a good day. Point blank, period. Not a good day. can have the best strategy in the world, but if you can't deliver hit games, then it counts for nothing. Facts. This is why I like this game business. This is becoming my favorite website. Because Christopher Dring, he knows how to write his shit. Like, his website, his articles be on point. Lunchi, good looking, bro. Where was I? Here I am. The Xbox project has failed, and as a result, Xbox is now a third-party publisher. There it is, okay? Right in your face. For people who still are in denial, that's what they are. But they're one with a console and a subscription service, but a third-party publisher, all the same. It is committed to hardware, but its partnership with Asus on Xbox handheld and the news of a Windows-focused future for its platform suggests a different commitment to the one we're used to. Messaging this transition to its loyal and fans has been tricky, and the company appears to have adopted the boiling the frog approach and of gradually releasing more and more games on PlayStation. Xbox gamers not like it, but hopefully this will help the company deliver better financial results for its games and studios, even if it comes too late to save its console business. And there it is, bro. He's putting this, he's writing this like to the T of everything that's been going on, of what I've spoken about. What he's saying right here. What he's saying right here. Game Pass budget. This is what I've been saying for the long since I've been on YouTube. They can't make hit games because of Game Pass. All the studios under the Microsoft umbrella have a Game Pass budget. This is why their games are not up to par like PlayStation's. PlayStation's games don't have a budget. If Insomniac is going to SIE and saying that this new Spider-Man is going to cost $250 million, PlayStation's going to cough up $250 million. Okay? That's the difference. When Naughty Dog goes up in there and tells them, yo, we need 250, PlayStation gives them 250. Microsoft Game Studios don't have that. They got to work with what they got. That's why their games become now so trash. Okay? I've been said that since I started my YouTube channel. This is what I've been preaching. So therefore, they cannot come out with a smash talking about Game of the Year. They can't do it. Because the amount of effort that a game studio will have to put in, knowingly that they got a Game Pass budget, they can't take the game to where they want to take it. They will have to go beyond what Machine Games with Indiana Jones. They will have to something out of this world that, but even thinking about, even speaking on this is crazy because Sandfall Interactive comes into my mind. Expedition 33 comes into my mind. So, seeing a studio like that, seeing the game that they put out, that I'm calling Game of the Year, seeing the documentary that SkillUp did. I haven't seen it, go check it out. SkillUp did a documentary on Sandfall on how Expedition came together. Talks about the team, how they came to everything, put the pieces together. So seeing something like that happening, Microsoft gotta be giving their game studio more money than what Sandfall had to work with to create Expedition 30. They gotta be giving them more money than that. So if it is true that they're getting more money, how come their games be so trash? Could it be that everybody's unhappy? I'm about to keep telling. I was telling y'all also, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of these people go into work. Because listen, they're game developers, okay? We see them as, oh my goodness, job. But to them, remember, this is a job. Like all of our jobs that we got jobs, this is a job. Okay, this is a career. Most people that got careers out there, right? You can lose your passion for it. If you are steadily working in an environment that is not good, you could lose your passion for your career. I don't know if you knew this, but we're human, okay? Just because you chose that as your career, that's what you're passionate about. If there's somehow that you keep going into that office and the work environment is not good, you could lose your passion for it. Remember, I kept saying, I wonder if these developers that are working at Microsoft have lost the passion for making a great video game. I wonder, because it cannot be good at Microsoft. Because it's never good. They never create anything good. Especially being that they got a Game Pass budget, got all these gaming studio heads, like the initiative that I just showed you, bro. From the writer of Red Dead Redemption, the game director of 2018's God of War. Bro, you put these two people together, you would think that they're gonna create the greatest game of all time. Those two people were part of the team of the initiative that was working on Perfect Dark. So you think about that. Think about those two people working on a game under PlayStation. Just think about that. But anyways, this is what I've been saying. Game Pass. There it is. In one of my very, very first videos that I did on the channel, it was a video. I was recording it on laptop off of my phone. It was a Wall Street Journal article. And I believe I said in that very video, that video right there, Game Pass is the reason why Xbox cannot push forward. They can't move forward. Because of Game Pass. There's my boy right there, Christopher Dring. Y'all make sure I smash that like button, man. We're going to keep moving here. Because he continues. Many of the cuts made by Microsoft have been to its newly acquired businesses. And looking at it today, the Xbox spending spree appears frenzied and reckless. It started small enough, and with some promise, studios like Exile, Double Fine, Ninja Theory, Obsidian were great game developers, but one's living from publishing deal to publishing deal, crowdfunding campaign to crowdfunding campaign. My goodness.
Finish him.
I'm telling you, this is my guy right here. Christopher Dring be bringing it. Shout outs to Christopher Dring and shout outs to my boy Jeff Keighley. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to the both of you. Let's continue. They were teams constantly putting out interesting, impactful stuff. but perhaps lacking that tiny bit of quality that really. This is crazy. Speaking for myself, hold on. Speaking for myself, I was excited to see these teams, what these teams could do with the extra time and resources that Microsoft could offer. I interviewed Xbox a lot around this, and the likes of Phil Spencer would tell me that he was looking to buy studios and IP that were doing different things to what Xbox was already doing. As an example, he would tell me that the firm wanted to buy a Japanese studio so it could appeal more to Asia. My goodness. These people are unbelievable. Phil Spencer, unbelievable. But instead, it bought Bethesda and Activision Blizzard. My goodness. And as a result, Xbox is publishing a frankly absurd number of shooters and RPGs. Were these acquisitions really part of the vision? Or was it more out of fear that if they didn't buy them, someone like Google or Amazon might in acquiring Bethesda and Activision, Xbox transformed itself biggest games publisher. Perfect Dark may have been canceled due to its own problem. Xbox also doesn't need now. It has Call of Duty, or it's saying that it doesn't need it now. It has Call of Duty. It's actually commendable that Xbox is still investing in like South of Midnight, Keeper, and Clockwork Revolution. Hope when it operates so many giant franchises. I am sure under a different organization, Obsidian have been asked to turn Avowed into Elder Scrolls and the Outer Worlds into Fallout. Xbox did it. But maybe that time will come. Xbox right now is a messy division caught between what it was, what it needs to become. It has 3 publishing teams. It's developing an abundance of titles. Probably makes better commercial sense to focus in bigger bets. Not forget that Xbox is part of Microsoft. Has spent north of $80 billion in video game acquisitions. Needs to see a return on that. That return is going to come bigger franchises, potentially more integrated approach. Could be argued Xbox need a variety of different titles, bolster Game Pass. Even if that's the case, doesn't need to make the games itself. It wouldn't be surprised if Claire Obscure Expedition 33, third-party title, hasn't done more for Game Pass than most of the first-party games Xbox published this year. My goodness. Wave the white flag, people. Wave the white flag. It's over. This man right here. Oh man, that was a crazy line right there. To wrap it up, should Xbox have walked away from Activision Blizzard when it saw the market take a downturn? Is it wrong to put all its new games day and date into Pass? Is releasing its titles on PS5 a wise move? There are many in this industry who have been baffled by Xbox's decision making, and after more brutal cuts to deals it promised to take care of, that bafflement is turning into frustration. Regardless, those decisions have been made now. So is an Xbox that's radically different, one we'd all come to know. The new Xbox is the company behind Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Minecraft, Elder Scrolls, Halo, Diablo, Forza, Fallout, Warcraft. And it boasts a catalog of classic brands go back decades. All those games can be found on almost every platform and be accessed via Microsoft's own subscription service too. That's what this new Xbox is all about. But rather painfully, the old Xbox is still here. 15/20 years ago, Xbox was a console that for Halo and Fable. 5, it's still a console that plays Gears of War, Halo, and Fable. But the course has been set that old Xbox is no longer the heart of the organization. I just hope that doesn't lead to more unhappy days. We gotta give a shout out to my writing up the incredible that he got over at thegamebit.com.
Finish him.
My goodness. I'm gonna at him. I gotta at Christopher. Article was absolutely. Meanwhile, you got people like Tom Warren out here putting out articles talking about Phil Spencer. Who cares? I asked Tom Warren, who cares? I don't care if Phil Spencer. I care. I don't care. Why do you feel like you need to go on TheVerge.com and write up an article trying to defend Phil Spencer, saying that he's not retiring? Who cares? Are you not understanding what just happened to them? You should be making an article saying, oh yeah, he should be retiring today, actually. Not that he's going to, but he should. After what happened today. This today is going down in the history books. In case you don't know. A day like today is going down in the layoffs are out of the world. But instead,
Vegeta, what's wrong with you? Tell me what his power level is. It's over 9,000! What? 9,000? You've got to be kidding me! That thing's a piece of junk! It's over 9,000! It's over 9,000! Vegeta, what's wrong with you? Tell me what his power level is. It's over 9,000! What? 9,000? You've got to be kidding me! That thing's a piece of junk!
instead we get absolute. Absolute. I got no more work. I got no more work. Unbelievable. I'm trying to see if anything else. Trying to see if there's. And now you got these. This is what pisses me. Right? Because now you got the likes of Paris trying to come out here like it's all like I trying to act all serious now. You see what I be saying? You see what be pissing me off, bro? Now everybody want to act all serious today. Today, everybody got to put their serious face on. There's no joking around today. There's no joking around today, people. Today is not the day to be joking around. This is what pisses me off about this. But you could cap every day of your life. But then something like this happens today. And now you got to act serious. Now everybody got to put a serious face on. But after today, y'all could go back to capping and go back to lying. Go back to pivoting. But not today. Today's the layoffs. Everybody got to lay low a little bit. Go on your podcast. Go say how mad you are, how disappointed you are, and everything. Wait a couple days, and then go back to what you're doing. This is what be pissing me off. Now you're trying to pick and choose when somebody should be acting a certain way. You don't get to do that. You cap every day of your life. You cap every day for Microsoft. Okay? Now today happens. Now you want to put on a serious. Oh, nah, I can't be joking today. Woo. I need my game face today. When it's about when people losing their jobs, it's never fun. These people make me sick, bro. That's why. Shout out to Boomstick because he stood on business today. Did Paris write anything? Give me 1 second. Did Paris write anything as far as how he feels about what happened today? And not this little crap PR statement that like Phil Spencer did. I'm talking about his true feelings. Because what Boomstick put out was him being was him talking how he truly feels. That was not a PR statement, okay? That was Boomstick telling the people how he feels. Let me see if Paris did something. Let me see if Paris wrote something. Oh, he spoke about it on his YouTube channel. I learned a long time ago to care even when it doesn't affect you directly because one day it might be you. To everyone affected by the layoffs today, wishing you and your families recover from this quickly. My heart... He's putting out PR statements. Like if he's part of this company. Which is what he always does. Is what he always. Okay? This is what this man always does. He tries to play the politically right card. Who are you to be talking to people like, oh, are affected? You don't want to hear that, bro. And the people that have been fired don't want to hear that either. You know what they want to hear? Your true feelings. Know what they want to hear? You adding Xbox and Microsoft like Boomstick did and putting out his true feelings out there. That's what they want to hear. These people are grown. They don't need your empathy. They don't need this little, everyone affected. I wish you the families recover. They don't need that from you, Paris. They don't need that. They need you to speak up. That's what they need from. But you ain't gonna do that. What you gonna do? Be politically correct? I bet you. You didn't see this coming. I mean, I was telling a lot of people. Nobody want to hear that. Know what we want to hear? Know what we want to hear? What we want to hear? Want to hear things like this. Paris. This is what we trying to hear. This is what these people that got fired, this is what they want to hear. This right here. Not that PR statement that you put out thinking you part of Microsoft. Like if you part of the higher ups in Microsoft. How does this guy think he is? It's unbelievable, bro. This man is out here talking like he's part of the higher ups at Microsoft. This is what they need to be hearing. Things like this. This is how you back them. And if you write something like this, then in the bottom you could put to those affected. No. I hope you recover from this quickly. You and your families, blah, blah, blah. Then you write something. Paris. You don't just come out. You don't just come out and say something like this, like you part of the company. See the difference? Absolutely disgusting. Okay? Absolutely disgusting. But anyways, that's what pisses me. You see, I think that's gonna be it. I think that's gonna be it for the. Yeah, I think that's it. I think they had enough for. Phil Spencer was out here lying about Everwild.
Nice to see the team with Everwild. And the other one I'll say, because I was recently out at Rare, it's nice to see the team with Everwild and the progress that they're making.
It's been a while.
You know, it's another one that it has been. And we've been able to give those teams time in what they're doing, and which is good, and still have a portfolio like we have.
Yeah.
It's like a dream that Matt and I have had for a long time. So it's finally good to be there where we can give those teams
Yeah.
And but yeah, like all of that is so and the other one I'll say.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. Yeah, Mike, I seen that. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Don't got the energy. I just finished going off on these. I don't got the energy to. Yo, Jeff Page. But they been said they was leaving out of Europe. Remember, they pulled all the marketing out of Europe, remember? And that's when PlayStation decided to put their marketing in Europe. Remember when that happened? Let me see. I don't see it. But yeah, we've been seeing that, bro. Remember there was I forgot when. Remember there was a point that they said, "Oh, we pulling all our marketing out of Europe." And remember, I was like, "Oh, that's Xbox's second largest region, Europe." And the fact that they're deciding to the plug is saying a lot. And PlayStation went ahead and took advantage and went all in Europe. Because Microsoft was bigger than PlayStation in Europe. And as soon as PlayStation saw that, they went into Europe and took over. There's marketing all over the place. It's crazy. But these people right here, bro, these people, they make me sick, bro. Now they all of a sudden trying to be like serious. If you're still following this man after you're part of what is wrong with the gaming space and social media. Oh my goodness. You're the problem, and you're the reason why today happened. Okay? Ooh, Harris, Boom, Hope Eastwood, all of y'all, everybody, y'all all played a part in this, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. Y'all all played a part in this. Capping for a company, a corporation, a $3 trillion corporation, all for your benefit, because you wanted to grow your YouTube. You wanted to grow your social following, social media following. Put all that to the, and y'all said, whatever Microsoft is with, that's what I'm with. I'm Team Green. I bleed green. This is what I do. They make a bad move, don't worry. I'll cover for it. If they're not making enough money, don't worry. I'll throw the finger at the other corporation. We go back and forth. Don't worry. I got it. Like I said, y'all cap every day for a corporation. And now today, y'all want to come out here talking about, oh, today ain't the day to be... Like, shut up. Will make me sick, bro. These people make me sick. Christopher Dring in that article straight basically annihilated them. He annihilated them. All those moves that Christopher Dring was saying in that article that they was doing, people like Paris and them and TJ Tech, whatever this guy is, we're championing that. We're going for that. We're promoting that. They're like, yes, yes, yes. Yes. This could be the way. The last thing Paris said, oh my goodness. The last thing that I've seen, I don't know if it's still. I don't know if it's still up. Wait. Take it down. First of all, he's capping for that PC, Xbox app on PC that you could load up PlayStation games. Like, knowing damn well it's Steam, but he's trying to put it in a sense like, put it up on Xbox app. That's all I'm saying. Like, that shouldn't even be a conversation, bro. It's loading up through Steam, though. In the background. So why is this a big issue? Why is you trying to flex? When you boot up that Spider-Man game, it's booting up through Steam in the background. But it's booting up through the Xbox app. That's all these people see. But click on that little X at the bottom. That's the Xbox app. And that's where all your games are at. It's cool. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But the latest one that I can't seem to find, because he might have deleted it, was, Paris said, could Microsoft somehow win the handheld war? This man is moving on handheld wars, bro. Handheld. That could Xbox be ahead of the curve and actually win the next handheld war? What I'm saying? How these people are? Well, he has a right to say all that, right? He has a right to pivot all the time. He has a right to do whatever he wants, right? Because he's right all the time. He's Paris. He could do whatever he wants. Whenever he wants. Every day of his life. Come out here capping. Talking about the handheld war. Could Xbox win that? Why is that even a conversation, bro? Why? Trying to cap for Microsoft. We all know that you're part of Team Green. You trying to be out here capping like you not. That's the problem. Okay? Trying to be out here all of a sudden like you not. J-Dub shows you day in and day out what team he's on. He don't care. But now since this is happening, this is console war to the side. Because you're the medium. You're new. You gotta put your game face on today. Absolutely disgusting. People make me sick. The last 10 years for Xbox has been defined by a persistent failure to deliver. Yo, Christopher Dring, did he put this in the Xbox we knew? Oh, he said that here? Oh my. I didn't even read the beginning of this article. Now I gotta apologize to Chris Spring. I didn't read you this little part. This is the beginning of the article. It's an unhappy day for the video game industry. Xbox laid off hundreds of employees across many of its studios. Shut one down, the initiative canceled several projects. I'll begin by noting that Xbox isn't the only games company that have made multiple rounds of layoffs and it isn't the only one to close studios. Perfect Dark and Everwild, the two announced games that Xbox has canceled with troubled projects. Sometimes game development just doesn't work out. Although Microsoft and Xbox delivering strong numbers, it's fiscally irresponsible to continue investing in things that aren't working, not just for shareholders, but existing employees too. All that is true. But what is also true is that the last 10 years for Xbox has been defined by a persistent failure to deliver. Oh my goodness. This man annihilated this team today.
Finish him.
This guy annihilated. I'm going to at him later. I'm telling you. He destroyed these people. Absolutely destroyed these people. Bro, the last 10 years for Xbox has been defined by a persistent failure to deliver. The last 10 years. And here we are. But I keep going to the Xbox family. Because y'all created Monster. I kept taking them. I kept letting Phil and Greenberg and them fly y'all out. I kept letting them feed you lies. Letting them give you access to these big gaming events that were happening. I was happy. I was happy playing late night games with Phil Spencer on Xbox. Happy. I was there. I was championing everything. Everything is a go. Started seeing little moves. I kept at it. I started seeing more little moves. I kept at it. So y'all got a huge part of what happens. Because it is what it is, bro, at the end of the day. It's basically a be careful what you wish for, you know? And you created the monster. That's all it is. Y'all knew y'all wasn't getting great quality games on Xbox. Y'all knew that. I kept championing it for your console wars. Instead of getting your house in order first. How you going out to the battlefield? Not being 100% sure of your team. Instead of fixing the problems within your team before you go out to the field. How do you do that? That's why I put a lot of blame on the community of, because they had a huge part in that. Huge part. Don't think that they didn't, because they did. They played a huge part in that. They know how many influencers they have on online, on social media for Xbox. They know all of that. All those festivals, everything. They're for the people. They were for the people. They're for the community. Not like PlayStation. That PlayStation is not known for that. PlayStation is low key. Well, especially more recently, low key. They not talking nothing. Xbox is for the community. We got Fan Fest. We got everything over there. So they built that monster. Because all of them people that was cheering them, they all had the right, and they all had the energy. Also be like, no, we're not accepting that. Like, we love y'all, but we're not accepting that. Like, bring it back. Y'all starting to take it a little too far. Bring it back. They had the right to do that too. But since this is what they did. We're in with the higher ups. You know what I'm saying? Kept taking photos. Phil Spencer and Greenberg was flying them out. You know, you had the likes of Tim Dog that was in Xbox with Phil. Did. Pulled you in first. Going on your podcast so you could get your little views. But they did. Now they got you. Now you can't talk bad about them. You do. Out of the circle. Out of the circle, your channel is not going to grow. Your social media following is going to stop growing. They're going to delist you. That person is no longer with Team Green. Oh, boo. Yeah, he's not in no more. We're over here. There you go. Happy now? There you go. But you telling J-Dub that this ain't it. The audacity of these people. The audacity of these people. This man is out here putting out fake PR statements like he worked for Microsoft. I'm going to look for some trailers. We're going to chill for a few. Taking questions, comments, concerns. Y'all got anything y'all want to speak on? Anything, let me know. We're going to spend a couple minutes, and then we up out of here. This man out here took me out of a day for playing Death Stranding 2. I had to come out here and straight annihilate this company and this community that they call the Xbox community. Because they play a major role in what is happening. Do not think that these people are just because they're on YouTube and Twitter, that they don't matter, that they're small. In that Xbox community, those people matter. They championed everything. You see them till today. Bro, even at Summer Game Fest, when they introduced the ROG Ally handheld, bro, there was a picture. You still have Boomstick throwing up the X. Still, after everything, think about everything that has transpired for this year's Summer Game Fest, right? For Summer Game Fest this year. Think about all the lies, all the problems, everything that this company has done. Everything. Before Summer Game Fest of this year. And you still have people like Boomstick and a picture going. Be in here. Okay? All has something. I don't want to hear it. Get petitions signed. Okay? Who get petitions signed? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. By the way, High Moon is also impacted by the layoffs. High Moon Studios, okay? They're also impacted by layoffs. Let me show you something before we open up the floor. Okay? Because this is how you get things done. Okay? Y'all rocking with the gifted one. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, stop playing. This petition has now over 800,000 signatures. Stop killing games. That's what it's called. Okay? The campaign, as created by Ross Scott, aims to challenge the legality of publishers ending support for games that customers have already purchased. States that an increased number of video games are sold as goods with no expiration date, but are designed to be unplayable as soon as support from publishers ends. Scott argues that the practice is a form of a planned obsolescence. I'm not sure am I pronouncing that right. And is not only detrimental to customers, but makes preservation effectively impossible. Furthermore, the legality of this practice is largely untested in many countries. Those interested, you can sign up here. Last day is July 31st. Okay? It is now at 807,000 signatures. Okay? It requires 1 million signatures to pass. The petition is likely to reach its target, as within just 10 minutes of writing, it got another 1,000 signatures. Okay? For those not in Europe, the campaign says these remaining options, unfortunately, include citizens from other countries. Oh, that's why. Bro, this is only in Europe. And these people have managed to get over 800,000 signatures. Europe alone. They can't get it from any other country. But all other options we have found are either exhausted or already underway. It is worth stating that if there is success on this issue in a major country, customers globally would likely benefit from the changes as well due to market forces. While it can be frustrating being unable to act in other countries, the effective actions to take is to spread the word. These initiatives, those who are eligible to sign, wish to prevent video games from being destroyed. No one can ever play them again. Please tell others about the initiative. As for whether the petition will have any effect, it remains to be seen. But if the goal is achieved, it could open up numerous possibilities of actions. Okay? So, they need to get to at least 1 million signatures. Okay? Said it here. Okay? But this is it right here. Telling me Xbox community couldn't do something like this? Game Pass? You don't want it? Notice that y'all haven't been games. Paying for messing up our video games. That in the third, whatever. I don't give a damn. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you get things done. Every time I tell you what I tell you, you to vote with your wallet or get petition signed. This is how you get things done. Not by yapping your mouth on Twitter and trying to be up in here capping and trying to be up in here like Paris. Nah, fam, this ain't it. and trying to be writing a fake ass, politically correct statement. Like if you work for the company, I feel sorry for everybody who's lost today. No. No. What did Kid Smooth say? I have no idea what Kid Smooth. I haven't seen Kid Smooth and I don't know how long, bro. I don't even pay attention to Kid Smooth. That guy, his mind is somewhere else. He's stuck. He is stuck. I wouldn't be surprised if he's somehow trying to spin this. I would not be surprised. Jazz is arguing with the devs. Oh, so it's affected by Microsoft layoffs. Who's this? Who's Chris Avalon? Sending good thoughts to those affected by the bizarre Microsoft layoffs and hope you find new jobs soon. As for mouthpieces like Jez and Clobril that thrive like auras on the underbelly of Xbox news, you two can F right off. Pathetic shills. Oh my goodness.
Finish him.
Absolutely right. Absolutely. Look at Destin, bro. Look at Destin. Why I had to at him. Say you got dudes, you got clowns like Destin at. But I want you to see it. I want you to come back. Come back. I'm adding you, Mr. Independent. You say you were seeking out the truth. Jazz replied. Which titles were in trouble? Sorry, I didn't have many sources with themselves. What the hell is this guy talking about? All this guy be claiming every time he speaks is that he has some sort of inside information. Am I right or am I wrong? Every time Beans Hines, Jez gets to talking on his crappy ass podcast, I don't know who listens to that podcast. That podcast is straight trash. Okay? This man is always out here talking about that he got some inside information and what last he heard, or this, that, and the third, or last time I checked, my sources are telling me. But now all of a sudden, I don't have many sources within the studios themselves. I don't got time for these people. I typically cover the ecosystem and the hardware. I was excited for those games as a fan and a gamer. Dude, just shut Yes. Dude, just shut the F up. First you say you have sources. Oh, there it is. First you say you have sources. Now you're saying you don't. Exactly my point. I just finished saying that. Exactly my point, bro. This is what I just finished saying. Bro, all that comes out this man's mouth is my sources. Oh, I got information on this. Oh, I heard that. Oh, the next thing that's going to happen is this. Oh, I'm taking pictures with Sarah Bond. Oh, I'm Heinz Beans Jez. If I don't say it on Windows Central, that means it ain't true. That is you, Heinz Beans Jez Corden. This man literally went and ran to Windows Central. They wrote about Phil Spencer not retiring yet. The rumors are not true. Why did they feel the need to? Why? For what? If he's not retiring, he's not retiring. So what? Let the rumors be out there. If it's not happening, it's not happening. Why you feel like you need to come out and defend him, though? That's the question. How about he comes out and talks about what happened today? How about he does that? Or you going to be sitting up here speaking for him? You and Destin, and they got Paris out here writing out memos and writing out politically correct memos to families that was affected by the loss today. Like if he works for Microsoft. You see how they got these people? That's why Xbox is where they at. That's why. Got clowns like this. The future of Xbox looks bright in the face of turmoil. Got clowns like that, bro. Who even thinks about a topic, a title like that? In the midst of all the layoffs coming out. Bro, this is when it was dropping. When the news were dropping, like boom, boom, boom. He put that out. It's not like he did that right now. That it's been already, 2 or 3 hours past, and now he's going live. And now he puts out this title. Oh, but let me show you how the future still looks bright in the midst of all this. Is that in the third? He was doing that while the bombs were dropping. Boom, boom, boom. Destin is like, I gotta go live, baby. Gotta bring the truth. The future is looking bright, ladies. My goodness. Yo, this guy is crazy, bro. Let's continue on. I have sources in the hardware and ecosystem. I don't have sources at Obsidian. I've never played Avowed, and I've never covered it to my knowledge. Are you effing serious right now? This is Windows Central. This is Escort Den. Details on Xbox exclusive Avowed. Outer Worlds meets. You are a clown's clown, Jet. My goodness.
Finish him.
The Xbox community shambles. This is pathetic. What they do? Because he knows damn well that he covered Avowed. How you gonna sit here? How are you gonna be Heinz Beans Jez Corden? Nothing runs through Microsoft what you call it? Nobody knows Microsoft more than I do. And somehow you're gonna sit here and say you never played Avowed? When you're known to be having the ins, like, kind of fool, crazy, bro. I don't got time for this. This guy right here is disgusting, bro. I'm about to at all of them when I'm done streaming here. I'ma at all of them once I'm done streaming. Because these people are making me sick. This is the reason why the thing is that they want to point fingers at the community, like if it's the community that's toxic. Like your boy Paris was doing right here. So now they're trying to claim like J-Dub is toxic, like he shouldn't be doing that on a day like today, and this, that, or the third. We taking questions, comments, concerns. Spend a couple minutes here, and then we up out of here, man. I lost the day of Death Stranding 2 because I had to cover these people. The disaster these people have left in the... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's do it, people. Y'all rocking with the gifted one here. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share out the stream, all that good stuff. We offer memberships. That link is pinned at the top of the chat. Make sure y'all go ahead and click that. I was streaming on Twitch. It was messing with my damn what you call it? Was messing with my stream quality. I had to shut it down for a little bit. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do all that good stuff. Oh, let me see. Can't take it, bro. Yo, good looking, Lunchi. Oh. Look at this. Devastated. I've been impacted by the latest round of Xbox layoff. I've loved this job, my team, and everyone I've had the joy to work. I don't understand, and I'm completely heartbroken. Xbox laid off even content planning manager for Game Pass. My goodness. Heart goes out to everyone who has been cut. I hope independent studios appreciate your talents. This is how you write stuff. Bro. Content planning manager for Game Pass. My goodness. Nobody's needed at this company. AI is taking over. This is crazy. Nasty work, bro. Tunchi, shout out to you. This is nasty work, right? Nobody say. I told ya. If Call of Duty ain't safe, nobody is safe. Okay? If Sledgehammer and Raven are taking hits, okay? If King, which is Candy Crush, if these people are taking hits, that means nobody is safe. Nobody. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Xbox think Avowed was a masterpiece. People are just different. Avowed was totally garbaggio. Bro, I'm telling you. Bro, I'm telling you. You know what it is? It's to boost up. Because they know they don't like the game. Some of them might like it a little bit, but they know it's not a banger. They know South of Midnight is not a banger. They know Starfield was not a banger. They knew Redfall was not a banger. They knew Halo Infinite was not a banger. but they will cap so hard for it just so they could win. They could try to win their little console war. That's all it is. That's all this is about. But then today it can't be about console war. Not today. Not today. One fire scene I'ma watch. Which one you talking about? Mike? What are you talking about, Mike? Man, Christopher Dring destroyed these people. Article. My goodness. It's ugly to take victory laps. People are losing their jobs. I can't stand these people. Yo, bro. I can't stand these people. That's Jez Corden, by the way. Saying that. And even uglier to call for Xbox to shut down, given there's still thousands employed there for better or worse. It's Microsoft top down that needs, and its attitude to customers. Sick. Are crazy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mike. Oh, so you made it there fast, bro. Are you talking about? Don't, I'm not spoiling nothing, all right? Just yes or no. You talking about the scene? Him with the guitar? A cooking Destin? That's good. That's good that they cooking his ass. Like, bro, like what are you doing, bro? But that's what I'm saying. You got people out there trying to cap for them, but then you come out saying, "Oh, I don't understand how today's a day you take a victory lap and console." Like, bro, shut up, bro. Like, bro, shut up. Take the day off. Get off social media. Take the day off. Yes? Oh, yeah, Mike. Damn, bro, you got there quick, bro. You caught up to me. Caught up to me, bro. Tell me that scene wasn't fire. Bro, 10 out of 10, right? Bro, that scene was fire, bro. Destin talks trash about the PS5 Pro. Oh, he bought it. Yeah, I know. Bro, he was in the QA when the pre-orders went live. But he blamed it on IGN. He was like, "Oh, it's because my job." That's when I was getting at him. I was like, "Yo, what you like? Your job? Telling me IGN made its employees get in the QA system to pre-order a PS5 Pro? I don't believe that. IGN, bro, they should have been sending their employees the PS5 Pro to review. Why are you in the QA waiting in line to pre-order your PS5 Pro? He was one of the first ones to be doing that. Yeah, we don't know if he's gonna make a third game, bro. Says that he's not feeling it, like doing another like that. I think this game really took a toll on him. Really put in the work. I think it took a toll on him. Bro, Perfect Dark, bro. Oh, Chris Avalon? That's the co-creator of Fallout? Hold on. That's the one he's arguing with? Nah, bro. Wait. Chris? The co-designer of Fallout 2 with 19 and lead designer of this guy is arguing. This man right. This man is destroying. This is the man who's destroying Heinz Beans Discord Denlays. Oh my goodness.
Finish him.
See this man right here that I just showed you? Chris Avalon right here. Mouthpieces like Jez Corden and Clobril that thrive on this, that, and the third, going back and forth. And then right here, are you effing serious right now? You're a clown's clown, Jez. See that guy? Arguing with this guy. Who this guy is? The co-designer of Fallout 2. That was back in 1990. In 2003, he became one of the co-founders and the chief creative officer of Obsidian Entertainment, where he was the lead designer of Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic 2. Oh my goodness. And a senior designer of Fallout New Vegas. My goodness. Let's drop a bomb for our boy Chris Avalon.
Finish him.
These people out of control. Bro, Jazz is out here fighting with this man. Believe that? Did you believe that? This man? And he's still trying to be out here, cap. That's correct. See, because the real people, they know what's up. They know what's up. Today was a bad day, bro. Bad day. When you got RGT, RGT. So how long until the Xbox accounts that have been telling us they are the future of gaming return to their normal shilling? I give it 7 days. Place your bets. Xbox just canceled Perfect Dark. FX. See? See? RGT is from my era. He grew up on Perfect Dark. He grew up on 007 GoldenEye. He knows. He knows why we was waiting so long for this game. He knows. And he's pissed. Okay? Nasty work. Nasty work. Got 5 more minutes and we out of here, people. Still in Mexico, collect this 6. Okay. Okay. Rifle so far, fire. Yeah, because you're doing the side, the sub missions, right? Standard missions and all that. So, that's what's up, bro. I'm going to do all the side missions. When I complete the campaign, since I'm streaming it, once I finish the campaign, I'm like, in my own time, I'll be playing it, like doing the side missions and I won't be streaming. Just want to stream like the campaign and things. They're gonna forget about it when another Xbox showcase arrives. Facts. Facts. Worst part is they shut down the studio. They shut the studio down. Yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. Did you see all the people that was working in that studio? That's why I brought it up. It's like, bro, if a studio of this magnitude can't make it, like, it's crazy. It takes a long time to get 5 stars. Yeah, because even when you do like perfect deliveries, they'll give you like half a star. But yeah, it be taking a while. Watch Sony announce they a play date for Ghost tomorrow. They should. They should. They should come in here tomorrow and drop the news and bring the energy back up. Is in the gaming industry is bad. The gaming industry right now is in shambles after is bad. Everybody should be in a bad mood. Especially Xbox fans. They should definitely be. So, it's not a good day, bro. Not a good day today. It's not a good day today. Crazy. We got 2 minutes and we out of here, people. Been a good one today. I haven't done a stream like this in a while. I've been gameplaying, man. Gameplay, man. Having an incredible time. Coming up 4 hours, bro. Damn, bro. 4 hours? My goodness. Y'all rocking with the gifted one, people. I'm rocking with the gifted one. I bring it. You understand what I'm saying? I bring it. These are facts. You're not entertained? Ghost of Yote will be amazing. 40-hour story minimum. I think 40 hours is I will go for 30 hours. Go for 30. That's the story and the gameplay and everything just escalating, adding like new weapons and things that you can do. Upgrades gotta be crazy. No? Did not watch the state of play to avoid spoilers. Nah, I gotta see that. I'm with you, but I gotta see it. I got to. There's no way I'm gonna hold myself back. Not watch that state of. I gotta see what they're bringing. I gotta see how, cause it's a sequel to Tsushima. I gotta see what's different from the first one. No, I just gotta see what's different. What's gonna be so different from. And being that we really haven't seen nothing from it. If you really look at it, like we really haven't seen anything. So, yo, TJ, what's good, my brother? I'm about to head up out of here, man. I got here almost 4 hours, bro. Showed up when I'm about to leave. Had a 4-hour stream on Xbox. Alone. You understand? Y'all rocking with the gifted one. Alone. What I do, people. Oh yeah, what game was that? Atomic Heart 2? Yeah, Atomic Heart 2 look fire. Chilling, my brother. What's going on with you, bro? Oh yeah, when GTA about to release, it's about to go crazy, bro. I can't wait for when the reviews are out. Like when they lift the embargo, I can't wait for that moment in time. That's gonna mean like, oh, lifted the embargo. That means the game is only like a couple days out from release. Woo! Imagine that. What a time that's gonna be. Oh my. Imagine when all these big games are about to release. You know, like Intergalactic, Wolverine, like Saros. Like me personally, I can't wait to see Saros. I told y'all, Eternal's my game. I cannot wait for Saros. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody who pulled up today. Hopefully, y'all had a good time here today. If you're having a bad day, hopefully, some sort of entertainment for y'all. Appreciate everybody who pulled up, everybody who kept the chat alive. So thank you. Everybody who smashed the like button. To members out there, I appreciate y'all. And let's keep rocking. Let's keep rocking. All right. So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody. I smashed the like button on your way out. It is your boy, Gifted One. Catch y'all next one. I'm gone.